What's up, y'all? It's Voch Lombardi. We're here with another Cowboy video. We're here to break down the biggest game of finger point known as the 58 sack conundrum. We've already taken a look at the first 5 offensive linemen and the 6-man Xavier Su'a-Filo. We also have broken down the 16 sacks, in my opinion, that were Dak Prescott's fault. Y'all can check those videos out whenever you want to. They shouldn't be that far from here. But now we have an additional 15 sacks that are just left over that we have to assign responsibility to, and I'm breaking that down for y'all today. Before we get started, man, hey, appreciate y'all. Shop.spreadshirt.com/shop Lombardi. The link is in the description. I appreciate y'all for showing y'all support, even the PayPal, Patreon people, and all y'all. Appreciate you. Salute. So let's get into it. For those of you that are new, I speak in a offensive line coach's perspective. So when I say us, I mean the offensive line, not us or on us, okay? So that's just some of the language that I'm using. But let's take a look at this play. Then I'm going to rewind it and kind of break down my thoughts on it and tell you why it's not our fault, okay? So looking at the blocking scheme up front, okay, we have 2 single blocks and 2 combo blocks up front. Tyron Smith and this tight end here are going to be in single blocks. Tyron's going to block 91. This tight end is going to block 96. The good thing about it is that this tight end is on the front side of the play. Dak is looking in this direction. So if this tight end really gets his lunch money taken, which kind of happens, then Dak can see this guy and he can get rid of the ball quicker. Now, what happens with these combo blocks here, what I mean by combo block, we got Lael Collins and Zach Martin. They're responsible for 92 and 55. If 55 was to come C gap, then Lael Collins will come off and block him, and Zach Martin will be one-on-one with 92. And the same with, these guys here, right? If, whichever gap this linebacker goes, 59, Luke Kuechly, whichever gap he goes, that lineman gets him, and the other guy's left with the down guy, the D lineman. So these guys are responsible for these guys. We just kind of got 54 just running free over here. And I think this guy is Zeke's guy. So, and the reason that I say that is because after this play action kind of movement or whatever, Zeke kind of has to come over the front of Dak to try to get the 54. The problem is that it was play action and Zeke was out of position. If this was like shotgun and Dak was in his spot and Zeke was to the left of Dak, then Zeke could just step up and block 54. But this play call schematically was kind of funny looking at this particular time. Play action normally works for us, but the fact that we got to fake the run, Zeke is on this side, and he has to get to the backside, it makes it kind of weird, and 54 just kind of hits Dak with nobody to block him. So whose fault is that? It ain't us. It ain't Dak really. Is it Zeke's fault? Kind of, sort of, but I'm blaming this on the scheme of the play, the actual asking Zeke to play action this side to come back over and block 54. Also, this is another example of plays that I simply don't blame on us. Take a look at this, right? We're going to see a play action here. We're going to go to the backside. That's just a very smart play from 51 here. Now, granted, I don't just like guys running free. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to assume that this D lineman is just going to take the fake and run with Zeke. If anything, we see this tight end blocking backside here. I would like for the tight end to kind of hold up 51 just to kind of crack back on him and, hit him so Dak can have a little more wiggle room. But it seems like, when the tight end comes backside, he just releases and runs into his route. Allen Hurns kind of does the same thing. But I'm still kind of cool with Hurns' block here because Hurns is just kind of going to show his face on the inside, and if he got to put hands on somebody, cool, but he eventually goes out into his route. Nobody touched 51. So I'm blaming that on play call and scheme. So, I didn't plan on turning this into a Linehan hating bashing session, but it might end up being that. I just don't like this play, just leaving that guy to run free like that. And here's another example. The same exact thing happens. We're going to fake the run to our left, to the offense's left, and Yannick Ngakoue is just kind of going to run free, and Dak Prescott has nowhere to go. Nobody to hit him. Nobody to hold up Yannick Ngakoue. He just kind of runs directly into him. So this is another one that if y'all want to blame on Linehan and the actual drawing of the play, that's his fault too. And don't get me wrong, plays like that do work. It's just that we're banking on the end to take the bait and chase the running back so that Dak can run free backside. I'm just not a fan of that play call. If Voch was the offensive coordinator, first of all, who would win the Super Bowl if I was a damn offensive coordinator? But if I was offensive coordinator, I just wouldn't call plays where guys simply just run free like that. It's just not something I would like to do. But this play, let's just talk about this play here. Dak gets sacked here, technically gets sacked here, but he kind of trips over the foot of Connor Williams there. Blocked pretty well up front. Tyron gets nasty with his. Connor Williams gets a pretty good block by himself. Joe kind of comes in and help on the backside. Yeah, sure, whatever. But yeah, Dak just tripped over, some feet there. So nothing here. Oh, snap, I'm tripping. We got another goof-ass example of us not blocking the backside in and him hitting us straight in the mouth again. Let's take a look at this play. Who is this? That's Dalton Schultz, I believe, 86. Yeah, he kind of gets whooped on the back end of his block. Now, Tyron Smith is going for a ride too. Right here, Tyron Smith is kind of going on a ride too, but I'm not really blaming this on Tyron, because if Dak stays where he's at, or if he kind of like steps up a little bit, then this ain't a problem, because we see this happen all the time with tackles here. But if you take a look at Dalton Schultz and his block, first of all, he passes 94 over to Lael, then Lael kind of passes him back, and then Dalton just couldn't finish him. And to be fair, Zeke didn't help Dalton either, but either way, it ain't on us. There's no way Dak can like step up into this. So this direct threat and problem came from a combination of Zeke and Dalton Schultz here. So I'm blaming that on them. And this is that one weird play that Lael Collins grabbed Dak and the referees called it a sack, but Dak wasn't really down. You know that one weird play in the Rams game? Yeah, this whole mess. Yeah, that's considered a sack. Now, if I had to be technical, like who technically got beat here? Let's see, who technically got beat here? Lael Collins technically got beat, sure. But Dak was alive, boom, boom, boom. So I'm not really putting this on Lael Collins. I should, I might change my mind, but I'm not. I have this down as a referee blunder. Dak was alive, but yeah. Lael fault, not us. Whichever category you wanna put that in, it's your discretion. I'm putting it on like referees though. Then I got this play here where Dak is play action, roll out, scramble, try and make something happen. He just ends up going out of bounds. He went out of bounds, but it's counted as a sack. So I also have that down as not us. It's just it's just a thing that happens or whatever. Now let's get into the backup players, the guys that aren't the first five. Adam Redmond is left guard right here. Let's take a look at him. He started versus the Colts. I believe Zach Martin was hurt, so Connor Williams ended up playing the right guard, and Xavier Su'a-Filo was hurt as well. So yeah, Redmond got the first team reps at left guard here, and he gave up 2 sacks in this game. So yeah, that's Adam Redmond getting whooped there. And Adam Redmond at left guard, he's going to get whooped right here. We got another backup here. Let's take a look at Cam Fleming. He's coming back to audition as our swing tackle this year in training camp. Let's take a look at him getting his lunch money taken. God damn, that's gross. Look at it one more time. Look at that. I got Cam Fleming and not Joe Looney. Yeah, Joe Looney. I got Cam Fleming and Joe Looney letting Nas down right here. So Joe's at center. Cam of course, is at left tackle. Let's go back and take a look at it. Yep, first of all, Cam does get driven in the Dak, and Cam ends up on his knees for some reason. Get up, Cam, please, man. Come on, get up. And Joe Looney, he's going to kick. Yeah, so when that's what happened. So yeah, when 93 engages with Su'a-Filo and hits his inside gap, then Joe Looney is supposed to be there to overtake that. Delivered a pretty good hit though, Joe. That's way better than what Cam be doing. Delivered a pretty good hit, but you just didn't finish that. You just didn't follow up with your hit there. Now, Joe Looney gave up the least sacks. I have him down as like 1/3 of a sack. I think this the one play. Yeah, who else is? Suafilo too. Yeah, Suafilo is kind of in this to blame as well. So these three guys are responsible for this sack. That's where my thirds come from. And Joe Looney gave up the least number of sacks this year, with a third of a sack given up. So there's Joe's and Cam Fleming. And the very last sack I have to show you once again is Cam Fleming getting his lunch money taken. Let's watch him against 54 here. Yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Not much to say here. And I already showed this on the Connor Williams video as well. Connor kind of is responsible for a piece of this too. So that's another half a sack for Connor and Cam Fleming. All right. That's the last one, y'all. It's been a pretty long run over the span of 5 videos. I just kind of want to talk to y'all a little bit. Let me just run this reel of Dak getting sacked 58 times and just kind of talk to y'all for a little bit. I kind of want to know y'all's opinions, man. Like, did y'all come up with some numbers on the side? Did y'all? Hold on, wait. I got a thing. Boom. There we go. That's the number. That's the final tally that we got. I wasn't very good at math, so I got some people to help me out with the fractions and and all that all that goofy shit. But this is the number that we came up with, and it's kind of in order. So if y'all want to point fingers at people, this is what you got. So Dak Prescott giving up 16 sacks on his own. That ain't terrible. That ain't terrible for a quarterback that scrambles, that tries to make things happen, that, they had a bad offensive lineman in front of them. Let's just be real. And a lot of those came in the early portions of the season where he didn't really have top tier receivers that can get open, or like he didn't have a safety blanket or anything. So we can expect the Cowboys to get better there. We have our top group of receivers. We're going to have them from week 1, and Jason Witten, Mr. Reliable, is going to be back. So hopefully that's less sacks there. La'el Collins will be back. Hey man, we'll see what happens. La'el Collins kind of gives us a great year. He was blocking Von Miller, Justin Houston, and Khalil Mack, and Ryan Kerrigan did a fantastic job against those guys. But he kind of laid an egg this year, or last year, 2018. So we'll see what happens there. Connor Williams is going to get bigger, and he's gotten bigger, and he's gotten I think he's gonna be at right tackle too. He's probably gonna play left guard to kind of start with. That's just what the Cowboys do. I think he's gonna end up at right tackle, because that just that's the sensible thing to do. So Philo, I hope you don't even see the field, fam, but whatever. Tyron Smith, hopefully he's going to be healthy all year. His number stays consistent. Zach Martin's number will be consistent. And I'll tell you what, if we never see Adam Redmond again in contrast to what we'll get from a guy like Xavier Su'a-Filo, I'll take Su'a-Filo over Adam Redmond. But Adam Redmond is no longer going to be our guard center guy. We have another guard center guy. His name is Connor McGovern. So he's going to be floating around somewhere. I think that's an upgrade there, so we ain't got to worry about that. Cam Fleming, the handful of games that he did play, 1.8 sacks. I can't hate him too much. Just that when Cam lose, it looks ugly, and I hate when my offensive line looks ugly. And just those 10 sacks, that could be on anybody, just anything, and we could just clean those up if we just simply not let guys run free on play action plays. We just get a guy to chip him or something, then that'll be down to 7 sacks. If Dak doesn't trip over somebody's shoestrings, that'll be down to 6 sacks. That's not on us. You know what I'm saying? Just it's little things you could do. If the referee wasn't trash, then that's 5 sacks is on us. So we can cut this number down to like the low 30s, maybe the high 20s or so. If we can get that number down, then we'll be incredibly better as an offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these situations was just play calling and like down and distance stuff and situational stuff. If we can just cut down on 20 sacks a game, then as an offense we'll be so much better than we once was. All right, that's all I gotta say, man. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski. I'll post this, on Twitter or something, and on Facebook or something or whatever, so y'all can just, tweet it out and argue with your friends or whatever y'all want to do. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski, man. Hit the bell and the like button. Appreciate y'all for watching this live. This might be a premiere, so I'll be in the chat box chilling with you. Peace.